Hey, it's Dr. Erica back with another episode of Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. You know, you can catch me always right here on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern because I love my quality time with you. So, welcome again to Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. I have a few little housekeeping things for you. The first thing is, let me tell you what we're even talking about today. So, we are talking about 3 ways to make your Thanksgiving and holiday season actually feel good. Because I hear all the time, "Hey, Dr. Erica, what can I do? I can't believe the holidays are coming. I'm so stressed out. There's so much to do. I don't know if I feel like dealing with all those people." And we're still coming off of a pandemic where people still are getting used to re-socializing. And not to mention, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I want to give you some practical tips of how to make this holiday season actually feel good to you. So the first thing is, if you know someone that needs this, please tag them. The next, if you know someone that needs this, just share. Sharing is caring. The last thing is, if you're watching later, don't even worry about it. Just put hashtag replay in the comments. I'm not going to keep you here too long. So you better tune in soon and listen in for the whole thing. Got it? All right. If you don't know me, I'm your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist, integrative lifestyle coach. I am on a mission and I'm extremely passionate about helping you be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my adult telepsychiatry practice. My books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, my corporate speaking, and my podcast, Better with Dr. Erica. I do all of this to help busy people like you that show up for work, you show up for your friends, you show up for your family, you show up for everybody, and you don't show up for yourself. I do this to help put you back in your life. So let's get to it. So we're going to talk about 3 ways. So these are going to be 3 strategies. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 strategies to help you get ready for the holiday season and to be able to be filled with joy instead of dread and stress. First one is, I want you to reflect on your goals. You might say, Erica or Dr. Erica, why do you have me reflect on my goals? Well, part of the reason I'm going to have you reflect on your goals as we go on talking is it's going to help you discern some other ways to customize your holiday experience, because I know what feels good to me may not be what feels like good to you. My family is really close. I miss my family. I'm a little homesick. So I'm going to probably see my family. I'm going home soon. I will see them on Saturday, on Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will see them all of those days. For some people, that would be doing the most and feel too much and feel overwhelming. And also, I don't have to cook much because, as I've told you before, my mother is she is kind of controlling in the kitchen. And even though I know how to cook, the only thing she'll let me do is chop vegetables. So I don't have a lot of cooking to do. I chop vegetables, I play music, and I talk to my mom. So it's a different experience for me, but what you need may be different. So part of the reason I want you to look at your goals is to just have a baseline of what are some goals you have. This is going to help us be able to decide how to move forward in a way that's going to be aligned. So for me, I've told you before, I'm working on working out. I'm working out on getting healthier. I'm working on losing some of this COVID and stress weight. So that's one of my goals. So I want you to think of your goals. You know, do you have tasks you need to get done? Are there things you're trying to do with your eating, things you're trying to do with working out, things to do with sleep, things to do with connecting? Just what are your actual goals? Not just around the holidays, but your just goals in general. Because the one thing I don't want to see for you is you end up totally stressed because you end up off track for everything. The next is, you're going to set intentions and think about what you want your holidays to actually look like. So it's really good. And one of the things I talk to you about all the time is being intentional, but set an intention. What do you want from your holiday season? What do you want it to look like, to be able to visualize it? So that for some people, it may be like, let me give you some examples so you know what I'm talking about. So for some people, it may be, I just want to spend a couple hours with my family and then get some rest. And that's fine. For some people, it may be, I want to get together with a few groups of friends, but not too many. Some, it may be, there are a lot of people in town, but I don't feel like going all over town. I just want to see a couple people, go a few places, and then just have some quiet time or some downtime. But just think about, what are your goals and what are your intentions? So my intentions, I'll share with you mine. My intention is to spend time with my family, catch up with a few friends, and actually get some rest. But my intention is also to not go as some of my friends would say, balls to the wall and eat everything totally nuts. Now, I'm not trying to act like I'm never going to eat any dessert, any potatoes. I'm going to be carb free and all this stuff. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. But my goal is to still be vegetable forward in the midst of some mild shenanigans, but not be the primary narrative food shenanigans. So that's one of my intentions. And one of my intentions is still actually to get some rest. I don't want to leave this vacation super, super sleepy. So for me, I want to feel rested when it's over, feel poured into. And I also don't want to feel stressed. And for me, one of those things that gives that not feel stressed is to also not have something planned every single moment. I need time to transition and to not be rushing. So, just giving you a few ideas of what comes from my life, but I want you to really just kind of think of how you want it to look, what you actually want to do, how you want to feel. And then what does that take you to? You're going to plan ahead. So, for me, I know that I'm not going to make plans to hang out with everybody every single day and to go every single place all together. I am going to meet up with some friends, but in general, I'm going to do them in groups. So that's one of the ways I'm planning ahead. I met with my wellness coach and we put a plan together for some intentional movement that I can do without going to the gym or having my Peloton available. I'm going to call my mom and give her some information of what to put on the grocery list so that there are some snacks that won't have me all the way down a rabbit hole because Dr. Ericka, have a love for fast food fries and an air fryer. And I'm going to tell her not to do that. And we'll have some fruit, some cheese, some turkey, and some nuts and some things like that around so that if there are any shenanigans, it's not shenanigans 24/7. I'm going to bring workout clothes so that I can actually work out. But it's just one of those things of kind of planning ahead. It may be having those tough conversations with your family or friends about some conversations or topics that may be off limits. We've talked about that sometimes before, but there's still elections going on, a lot of stuff going on, and families don't always agree. And it may be something where you may have a conversation. Let's not talk politics this holiday. Or you may need to have a conversation, depending on how your family is, of don't talk about my weight this holiday. Whatever it is that is going to set up the boundaries, because what you're doing is you're going to set yourself up for success. But to plan, you have to have done the first things ahead of time. You have to figure out what your goals are so that you're setting up your holidays to align with your goals. And then having intentions and how you actually want it to look so that you can put the plan in place so that that is actually what happens for you. Because what ends up happening a lot of times and what makes you so stressed out is when there's not a plan and then it just happens and you're running and you're going and there's all these people and there's stuff and you may not have the downtime to deal with what you need. And one of the reasons I'm stressing making sure you have the appropriate amount of rest and downtime for what you need, because it's different per person, is a lot of people have suffered stress, they've had losses, they've had deaths, have challenges, and some of this may become a little overwhelming or overstimulated, and you need that time to just kind of dial down and reset. So I want to make sure that you're planning ahead to make sure that you have that. Sound like a plan? So thanks for coming in. Let me know where you're coming in from. Quick housekeeping again. This is Dr. Ericka coming to you talking about 3 ways that we're going to make these holidays great. Oh, and the bonus was, as I said, get some rest. And we're talking about how to make Thanksgiving and the holiday season actually feel good for you and not feel like it's draining you dry. Again, I'm your host, Dr. Ericka, and we're going to do a rundown and a review, and then I am getting you out of here. So again, if you know someone that needs this, tag them. You know someone that needs this, you can share. Sharing is caring. The last, if you're watching it later, don't even worry about it. Just take hashtag replay. So summary slide. Woo! So number 1 is reflect on your goals. Pretty logical. You want to think about what your goals are. What are the things you're trying to do? What are the things you don't want to jack up? And you want to make sure that there is space for. You want to do that. So that's one of the reasons we have that up there. Got it? Cool. So you want to think about your goals. You want to set intentions for the holidays and you want to visualize how you want the holiday to be. The reason we're visualizing is number one, that's going to start making your brain believe that's what happens and put you in that space. But by setting intentions, knowing what your goals are, and visualizing, it's going to put you in the place to what? Plan ahead. The reason we're planning ahead is so that everything doesn't just happen to you and you end up super stressed out because things feel totally out of control. And this way you can curate the experience that you want. So as you see these build up, you're going to reflect on your goals. When you know your goals, you know what your intentions are, you visualize what you want, then you can put together the plan to actually make it happen. As I said before, when you're planning, the plan can include your own time, where you're going, how long you're going. If you're going to cook all this stuff, if you're going to let other people help you, if you're going to order out, whatever you're going to do, and just make sure that you're leaving some space and time for yourself, getting that rest, giving that time to transition, giving those spaces so you can breathe and not feel like there's so much pressure on your shoulders. Having space to breathe if you're still grieving or just dealing with difficulties and just need a little bit of downtime to reset and gather yourself. I just want you to have that space you need so that instead of the narrative of Thanksgiving and the holidays being something to dread and something that drains you, that you're able to curate an experience that pours back into you and energizes you. And for some people, that experience may be I'm sitting in some space, resetting and doing what I want to do and not dealing with all the people. And some it may be dealing with all the people. I'm not here to tell you what's right. I'm here for you to have tools so that you can curate the experience that is right for you, as we said, for you. So thanks again for coming. Let me tell you what's been up. So I have a new podcast episode that came out today. I'm so excited about it. It's called Fighting Loneliness and Improving Connection for Better Mental Health. Features Pete Bambachi, and he actually has a whole organization that focuses on connection and relationships. Part of the reason I love the timing of this is Thanksgiving and this holiday season centers a lot around relationships, connectedness, chosen, and biological family. So it's a great way to center and start having a jump off spot of how to start improving that connectedness, because we are, no matter if you're introvert and extrovert and ambivert, there's still a part of you that is a social creature and needs others. So I want that to be there. As you know, my new podcast episodes come out on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday will actually be the last episode of season 3. So we made it almost to the end of season 3. And there will actually be no Growth Groove with Dr. Ericka next week because I'm taking a little time to spend time with my family. As I said, that's one of my goals. I'm going to spend some time with my family, which means I can't be on screen with y'all. But if you start missing me, you can always look up the podcast and listen to me there, or just rewatch videos and go back down memory lane with Growth Groove with Dr. Ericka. But I appreciate it. I'm here Tuesdays at 7, except next week. 7 p.m. Eastern for Growth Groove with Dr. Ericka to spend my quality time with you. I want to say thank you for spending time with me, but also for showing up for yourself. That does mean something. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the channel. And if you love the podcast, please subscribe or follow, rate, and review. I feel all the love. So take your left hand, put on your right arm, take your right hand, put on your left arm, give yourself a squeeze because you deserve it. Have a great day. Have a great holiday. I will see you on the other side of Thanksgiving. Love all y'all. Bye. I can hit the bye buttons. I can't hit the buttons.